Back at the Cosmic Crucible, I'm going to redo my video on evaluating your victory points and determining your attack teams and defense teams, how they do, what changes you could possibly make based off of those. So let's first get into here and look at the victory points. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this because plenty of other people have done this. So here's points possible. The only thing it doesn't show you on maximum points is this knockout, which is 25 victory points, and your attempt bonus does lose points for each attempt. If you take 3 attempts, you'll get 0 points. And over here you have a max of 20 points for your healthy characters, but you do lose 1 victory point for every 25% a character is lost. And here, obviously, you lose a point per every turn from your 30 victory points. Only way I see that happening is if you have Zemo on a team and on spawn, the team's low enough, you kill everybody. That's about the only way you may get a max points. So let's go ahead and get on out of here and go back over to this first trial so we can look at the results. You can see here, this is stage 1, and I am looking at the top here. You have defense and attack. I'm looking at my attack on his defense currently, and this is the points I earned. So this is my attack, and this is the points I earned. Obviously, I lost a point there, and that's probably due to Spider-Man symbiote losing at least 25% of his health. And I lost 10 points here for taking 10 turns to defeat his team. Now, if I look at his breakdown, I can see his points here, and this is my defense, his attack on my defense, and obviously he's Darkhold against my Heroes for Hire. It only took him 5 turns, and he got maximum points on everything else. So I will just say that Heroes for Hire is garbage. I've only seen it work in the Cosmic node, where Infinity Watch will take a bunch of debuffs, and same thing with Cersei and Icarus. They'll take a bunch of debuffs there as well. But if you take Weapons X or even Darkhold, they will not be affected in that Crucible, in that Cosmic dampening node. I believe it's stage 5. So obviously you want your teams to be relatively powerful, but at the same time, he's got a bigger, powerful team, and these guys do not get their war buffs, so they are garbage in this aspect. On his side, I obviously took too long. This team is not good against the team he had in there, so I need to find a better team to use. Now, if we come over to stage 6, this is my attack. I used Weapons X. It only took me 9 turns. Lost nothing else. Got max points. If I look at his attack on my node, he only took 4 points, but this may be due to the power difference, because he did take 4-point loss because he lost Graviton, and maybe effective team if it was bigger, but it's obviously not, so I need to change that, which I have already. I'm not gonna. Now, these losses, they all add up. You can figure out exactly what you need to do based on that. If they're doing it relatively fast, you obviously want to put a more powerful team in there. Slow them down, you take more turns. That's where your biggest differences are going to be, even if you maybe even give him another attempt, so he loses 400 points. But other than that, I don't know. Your stages obviously are important in defense. These debuffs, they work both ways for attack and defense teams, so do not put a cosmic defense team in your cosmic node, in your cosmic stage here. That's one thing to keep in mind so when you're deciding teams, but I think some of it's going to come down to relatively power differences in teams and ensuring that you have the right teams attacking the right people so you take the least amount of turns. And as we go along and I'll figure this out, more and more strategies will be built. More and more of the top content producers will definitely push out their information and everybody will follow it. Tend not to follow the flow, so that is that.